Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Solid effort tonight on both ends. Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
MP is not taking these conference matchups lightly. He doesn't want to just be the best and make it into the All-Star game. He has made it known he wants to be the guy.
MP certainly backing up that talk with his walk. He's done what he needs to against the conference foes to this point. Keep it going, and he's well on his way to backing up that claim.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We've got Luka Doncic. King is up there with Antetokounmpo. And there's the prodigy. And it's Branham in at the 3. Here's the prodigy. Driving the lane, and it's in there.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now, here's Cunningham. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Here's the prodigy. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Holland, the pass to Jackson. Here's Holland. His last outing, he had 8 points. Detroit, no good that time either.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Branham, the pass to Giannis. Here's the prodigy. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Here's Holland. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
Here's the prodigy, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Buries it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the 3 by Milwaukee.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the miss from the prodigy. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And it's off from three-point range.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Jackson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's the prodigy. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. The prodigy's got 8 points.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Pass to Holland. To the inside. Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. The jump hook. Good on the shot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A prodigy's shot is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Cunningham kicks to Jackson. Back to Cunningham. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the prodigy, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Bridges. No scoring in this one. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, the prodigy in the last time out against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He ended up with 15 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team spacing. He performed really well, and I could see his role expanding if he continues to make that kind of impact, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
A prodigy's shot is good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Thompson, left side. Lets it go from 14. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets double every single time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's the prodigy. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 3. Holland, the pass to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Jackson setting the pick here for Bridges. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the left wing. Here's the prodigy. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. The prodigy's got 20 points.
Fantastic ball movement that time. Antetokounmpo skilled at taking apart a defense with his passing.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders. Both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Cunningham. Rebound, Milwaukee. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Cunningham is out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Cheatham into the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now Cunningham. After the missed 3 from the prodigy. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Sasser. Off target with his 3. Bucks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Collins, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Branham. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Pistons. Whitman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sasser gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's the prodigy. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Cheatham.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham double. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
A prodigy's shot is good.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Back to Cunningham. Right at the free throw line. Rebound, Milwaukee. Thor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the prodigy. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Sasser gets the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Morris passes to Collins. Here's the prodigy. Drills the three-pointer. The prodigy's got 26 points.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Collins. Inside, here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Let's get an update on OG Anunoby. What's the status, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jaren Jackson comes in for Howard. And it's Asar Thompson in for Marcus Sasser. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Morris. Bridges, no one around him. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to the prodigy. A three ball. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges with it. Shoots the three. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Bridges has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons. Here's the prodigy. 26 points for him. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Doncic. Still yet to score. A prodigy's shot is good.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Thompson outside. He tries for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way.
There's Giannis. Look out below.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Bridges double team. Jackson has the open look. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 5.
Well, they're shooting the three extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
Pass to Thor. Holland with the rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
For three, Bridges. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And the Pistons making a change here. Sasser's checked in.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Detroit leading by 16. Down low, here's Holland. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his team.
First in steals, second in free throw percentage, and they have been extremely skilled at the art of the putback. They're ranked second in the league in second chance points. Just aggressive at attacking the offensive play.
And at the top of the league in steals, their defense has gotten everyone's attention this season. You know, Greg, it's amazing how much energy they put into their D. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws, and they're having a great second quarter at the line.
And he's good on the second.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Out to the right wing. Here's the prodigy. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Luka Doncic. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's Branham. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages, connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
To the middle. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Here's the prodigy. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 17. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Yep, that one goes. Sasser's got 9 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Bridges. Now here's Jackson. Now Bridges, the 3. Branham pulls it in. Over to the wing, the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so is Detroit in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Pistons.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, so cool in here.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Hart.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got the Prodigy. Antetokounmpo is out there with King. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Branham in at the 3, the small forward.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
The Prodigy passes to Doncic. There's the pick. Shoots over Bridges. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the kick. And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that...
And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the paint, here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thompson's got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Cunningham's shot is off. Bucks trail by 19. Here's the Prodigy. And again, the Bucks miss. Pistons have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Bridges passes to Howell. And here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster swing.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Thompson outside. Thompson is double. Jackson kicks to Thompson. Back to Jackson from past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. So the wing on the left. Here's the Prodigy. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history book.
Rally is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Bridges. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 7 rebounds in the game. 3 ball there off the mark from the Prodigy.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor. and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Here's Bridges. And just miss after miss right now.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's the prodigy. Good! Another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 4 teammate threes has been passed here this evening.
So, after a tremendous performance, let's go to center court to hear from MP himself.
Obviously, this isn't something you really prepare for. It's crazy. Setting a record for threes in a game. It takes me back to what it took to get here. All those hours alone in the gym with just my dreams. Now they're coming true. It's because of all the hard work that I put in and also all the hard work that my teammates put in. So thank y'all. And I also want to thank all the three-point shooters from NBA history, the ones that made the shot into the weapon that it's become. Steph, Dame, Ray, Larry. Now you got to add my name to the list. And I'm just getting started. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Clearly, Greg, just a dream come true for MP. Standing on the shoulders of giants who came before him.
And no doubt, Kevin, those giants paved the way. But MP is the one who just took three-point shooting to a whole other level.
Detroit leading by 11. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's averaging 11 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy, both on the ball and when helping out.
The prodigy passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Branham. Doncic against Bridges. 4 on the clock. Doncic, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Doncic passes to the prodigy. The Bucks working the ball around. They set the screen. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the inside. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
The speed, savvy, and strength combination of Doncic really difficult to defend.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Pass to Branham. Now, here's Doncic. This one for 3. Holland with the rebound. Bridges, right side. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
A prodigy's shot is good.
Wow. What can you say?
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 11. Thompson is double. Here's Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
The prodigy passes to King. Stolen by Jackson. Thompson is double. Right wing. Here's Holland. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Bucks making a change here. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the... Bucks trail by 12. Marcus Sasser is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Howard. Then it's OG and another one.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Wasted no time on that one. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The prodigy passes to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the prodigy. Yet another bucket.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Inside. And he dunks it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Bucks trail by 12. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Cunningham inside. Defended by Alexander Walker.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Down low. Here's the prodigy. Good D by Anunoby. Detroit leading by 12. Pass to Cunningham. with the drive, and Cunningham with the slam.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through it.
Fires for three. Rebounded by Quintman. Quintman's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Morris comes over to help. Here's Sasser. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Quintman. Launches it. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Thor. Now here's Giannis. Here's the prodigy, covered by Cunningham. On the wing, Morris. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Sasser. It's deflected. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pistons leading by 14. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by the Bucks. Thor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the left side wing. Here's the prodigy. And good! There's another.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Here's Cunningham. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Cunningham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Quintman. The rebound by the Bucks. The prodigy's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. And Morris comes over to help. On the wing, Anunoby drops one in from the wing.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's the prodigy. Another bucket. Wow!
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The prodigy passes to Thor. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. To the middle, here's the prodigy. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to the wing. Here's Quintman. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Bucks trail by 16. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to the prodigy. To the inside. King, the pass to the prodigy. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's Jackson. Shoots over King. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming.
For your
for the D, which results in the foul.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Ron Holland.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Antetokounmpo, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Bucks trail by 18. Doncic passes to the prodigy. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Takes a three. The prodigy, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges shot, good.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
The prodigy's shot is good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Thompson. Here's Holland. Fires the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lets the three fly. And yet another basket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Giannis a screen on Bridges. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Cunningham's shot is off. Bucks trail by 11. Out left to the wing. Here's the prodigy. And got it. Another basket.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. On the wing, Jackson takes the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to the prodigy, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jacks up a three. Another one goes. Incredible.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years. And these are the types of games where one team clears.
And another one falls.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81 twice now.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
On the wing, Bridges. Bridges double team. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Over to the left wing. Brenham. Good. That's another bucket.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And so it's Detroit with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.
So you just set the record for most three-pointers made in a game. What are you feeling right now?
Listen, there's plenty more where that came from, Sabrina. Let's make it a doubleheader. Let's play two.
Now that you've set this record, other defenses are going to want to make sure you don't do the same to them. How do you think they'll respond?
They'll adjust, we'll adjust. You know, basketball is a game of adjustments. They just have to figure out how to stop us first.
All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
Joe, when you're as hot as you were tonight, does it feel like you're playing a different game from the other 9 guys on the court?
I definitely felt in sync with my teammates, that's for sure. But the defense wasn't escorting me to open spots behind the line either. You know, it's never as easy as it looks from the stands or on TV. Michelle.
Do you care how long your record lasts?
I hope my team and I break it the next time out, and the game after that, and the game after that.
You see this as a team record then?
Oh, 100%. I couldn't do it without my guys. You know, everything exists in that team context.
Nobody's out there by themselves, Michelle. Thank you.
One more question, MP.
Good game, MP. Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out.
Nailed it, MP. Big win for team chemistry.
Just looked at my phone and MP made how many threes tonight? My guy is crazy. Just looked at my phone and MP made how many threes tonight? My guy is crazy.
Man, that was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there.